So today's topic of conversation will be about your purpose, who you are, what your drive and motivation in life should be. And for a lot of people, they struggle with that. They sit there and they ask themselves. It's a very important question to ask yourself, right? But they do ask themselves nonetheless. Who am I? What's my purpose? What's my drive, right? What should be my motivation in life, right? And I say, look no further than Genesis 1:26, which tells you that let us make man in our image and in our likeness. We are the image of God. That is what we are, right? We are our souls. We are not our bodies. Although we should, that's not to say you don't keep your body in check, right? You have to keep your body in check, but remember, that's not who you are. You are your soul. It's the reason why Satan is invested in the soul, right? As opposed to the body. He's more invested in the soul. And so, nonetheless, who you are is the image of God. You are not defined by your actions unless you let your actions define you. That is very simple. Okay, it's very simple when it comes to actions. Actions don't define you unless you allow them to, right? For evil, you allow actions of evil to define you, you become one in sin. You become inseparable. It's the reason why Paul tells you the wages of sin are death. Likewise, if you become interloped and you become one with good, then you have righteousness reflect within your actions, proof and evidence that you have God living within you. And so that is who you are, and that should be your purpose. Your drive should be Ecclesiastes 12:13, which tells you the whole duty of man is to keep God's commands and to love him. That is what we're called to do, and that is what you must do. So if you say you're of God, that is two things you must do. Love God, love the Father with all your heart, your mind, your soul. And on top of that, you must keep his commands. To keep his commands is to live out a life congruent to his teachings. Are you doing everything you need to do? Are you surrounding yourself with people that have the same like-mindedness as you, right? It's imperative that you look within your life to see if you have these things within your life. Because if you do not, and you're not keeping his commands, but all is not lost, you can always seek his forgiveness, right? You can seek solace in him. He will forgive you. He will show his grace and mercy upon you as he does with all of us, as he does with myself, right? And so nonetheless, who you are, child of God, your drive and purpose, Ecclesiastes 12:13, keep the commandments and to love God with all your heart, your mind, your soul. So that is the whole duty of man. That is your whole life. Your life's not about you, right? Your life's about everything not named you. You simply are the genesis as to what transpires within your life. Life's about choices, either that you make or that other people make that impact you. And so everything begins with a choice. Even God makes choices. So you must choose him. You must choose to keep his commands. You must choose to love God. Love is an action. It's a verb. It's a choice. It involves choice. Everything involves choice. And it's like I said, it's either going to be what you choose or what other people choose that impact you. It is very simple. So all in all, love God, keep his commands, and who you are is the image of God. That is the reason why Jesus loves you. Because if he didn't love you, then that means you're not of him, right? He tells you that in John, that you are of your father, the devil. To those who live in sin, that's your father. And that's why Jesus wouldn't love you, because you're of your father, the devil. If he loves you, it is because of you believing in him, right? John 3:16, God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, for whoever believes in him shall not perish but have everlasting life, right? So that is the love of God shown to you.